guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel, Voice of Malinki. Today we will talk about conditioned learning. This is an ethology lecture, and if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So what is conditioned learning? Conditioned learning is a type of learning where a stimulus becomes associated with a consequence. There are different types of conditioned learning such as classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Let's talk about them. Classical conditioning. In classical conditioning, a response is associated with a stimulus that it had previously not been associated with. The most famous conditioning experiment is that of Pavlov and his dogs. So we all are familiar with this experiment, right? Pavlov presented food to the dogs and measured their salivary response. Then he began ringing a bell just before presenting food. At first, the dogs did not salivate until food is presented to them. After a while, the dogs began to salivate when the sound of the bell was heard. Sound of bell became equivalent to the presentation of food. Next is operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is a method of learning that uses rewards and punishment to modify behavior. The experiment was performed by B.F. Skinner, who worked with some rats to explain operant conditioning. Skinner put rats in his boxes that contained a lever that would dispense food to the rat when depressed. Initially, the rat would push the lever a few times by accident and receive food. Eventually, it began pushing the lever more frequently to get the food. This type of learning is an example of operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is the basis of most animal training. And there are different types of behavior and consequences, like positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, positive punishment, and negative punishment. Let's talk about them one by one. First is positive reinforcement. It occurs when the behavior is followed by a reward. It increases the frequency of that behavior. For example, if a rat in Skinner's experiment gets food when it presses a lever, its rate of pressing will increase. Negative reinforcement. It occurs when a behavior is followed by the removal of an unpleasant stimulus. It also increases the frequency of that behavior. For example, if a rat in Skinner's experiment experiences a loud sound continuously inside the box, negative reinforcement would happen when the rat presses a lever to turn off the noise. That means when it presses the lever, the noise gets stopped. Hence, the rat presses the lever more frequently to stop the noise. Positive punishment. It occurs when the behavior is followed by a punishment. It decreases the frequency of that behavior. For example, if a rat in Skinner's experiment gets a loud noise when it presses a lever, its rate of pressing will decrease. Negative punishment. It occurs when a behavior is followed by the removal of a stimulus. It also decreases the frequency of that behavior. For example, if a rat in Skinner's experiment gets a good food already, but it is taken away when the lever is pressed, the rate of pressing will decrease. So this is all about today's lecture. I hope you liked the lecture. If you want to get the PDF notes of this topic, please find the first pinned comment at the description box. Thank you.